What's up, GolfersRx? The Golf Yogi here, bringing you your weekly dose of golf fitness. Today we're talking about some stretches I really like, wide-legged forward folds. Now the fun thing about wide-legged folds, whether you're standing, whether you're seated, whether you're on your back, is that they're going to hit you exactly where you need these stretches. I can't tell you exactly how they're going to feel. If you have tight hamstrings, they might hit you hamstrings. If it's a tight low back, might be low back. Could be groin, could be into the quads, could be into the calves. There's no way to tell where you're going to feel these stretches, but they are going to point out your tight spots, and they're fantastic to do. You can do these as often as you like, and again, they're going to hit you exactly where you need them. So I'm going to give you a few of these, going to give you a few variations that you can add into them, hopefully make these a little more personal just for you. So a good one to start with, we take these legs out as wide as feels comfortable to us. When we're standing doing these, if you have a yoga mat, that's fantastic. If not, if you have anything with a straight line, the cheater way to look at this is you want the outside edge of your foot to be parallel to either a yoga mat, maybe the tiles on your floor, anything like that. You don't want to have these toes pointed out to the sides. So we hug the toes in, put the heels out just a little bit, then we're just going to start to fold forward. As you go, you're going to feel the butt go back just a little bit. That's fine. That's just keeping your balance. Once you get down here, you can start to move with it a little bit. You can start to sway. You can take the hands out to the ankles, give a little pull. You can take the hands, maybe the forearms, all the way down to the ground. As you get down with these, you can work the feet out a little bit wider if that's comfortable for you. Again, we want to keep kind of a straight back through here, but once you get all the way down, you can go ahead and release, get a little rounding into that upper back, just work around with these. And again, maybe walk the hands over to one foot, get a nice little stretch through there, maybe kind of bounce it up and down, get that chest going, really push that butt back, maybe get into the groin and into the hamstrings a little bit. You can add some things to these as well that are going to be really good for you as golfers. We can bring one hand right underneath the nose, open the other all the way to the sky, start to stack those shoulders up. Just try to get a big rotation through there with our legs wide. We're really stable with these, so we can take these nice and deep, get a big stretch. Again, go the other way, that hand right underneath the nose, open that opposite shoulder all the way to the sky. And again, we're not trying to flop this arm open. It doesn't matter how far the arm goes. It matters how much we can open that chest and really try to stack up the shoulders here. So again, get into these wide-legged standing. You can move around with it. You can take some twists with it. Just play with it a little bit. Then we can take these down to the ground as well. If you've been following along with Fitness Fridays for a while, you've seen us do this in the inactive way. We get into it the same way for the active stretch. We take the legs as wide as it feels good, reach back, grab the butt, pull all that meat out of the way so we get that pelvis right underneath us, puts us in a good position here, keeps us having that nice posture, sitting up nice and tall. So for some people, this is plenty. You can maybe start to lean just a little bit. One little piece of advice, if you get into these and you feel like you're kind of waiting for somebody to throw you a rope here to help you up with it, you can put your hands behind you, start to press up, because we need to get that good posture before we can get really deep into these. So maybe this is enough. You start to rock a little bit right here if you're really tight, or again, get that butt back out of the way. You can start to lean into these and just rock a little bit side to side. And again, there's no telling where these are going to hit you. Some people are going to feel it right through the hamstring, some people groin. I have tight hips. When I get down into this and start moving with it a little bit, I feel it in my left hip, especially a little bit in the back of my right hip as well. So it doesn't matter where you're feeling these, as long as we're moving, we're getting a little lower. You can reach out here, feel like you're pulling yourself down a little bit. And again, we're trying to get the chest out. It doesn't matter if we round into this and just take our nose all the way down. We're trying to get nice and long with it. Again, keep some of that movement going. You can reach out and grab the feet. You can, again, work the elbows to the ground. If you keep working with it, maybe one day we can start to get this head down, stay nice and low with it. But again, we don't want these feet coming in. We want to feel like they're going out a little bit. Keep those toes to the sky and just move around with this. You're going to get a lot of benefit out of it. One more for you here, guys. You can take this onto your back. You can do this either inside up against a wall, or you can do it just laying on the ground. I'm going to show you from the side, and then I'll show you straight on as well. I'm just going to lay this all the way back, bring these feet up, start to drop them out to the side. So it's rare that you're going to be perfectly balanced from one side to the other. My left hip is a lot tighter than my right hip, so my right hip is going to open a little bit more here. You can reach into this and again, grab the legs, start to pull back. You can reach forward and try to reach through the legs. You can reach out for the ankles. You can reach around the backside, trying to pull those hips towards you just a little bit. The only thing you don't want is to pull that low back way off the ground. We're going to lose the stretch there. So really glue that low back to the ground, start to pull. You can get into there. Show you one time just reaching forward here. Again, all the way up, drop those legs out to the side, start to reach, You can start to pull yourself up a little bit, as long as we're not pulling that low back off the ground. Just reaching up, give little pulls to it, open the legs a little bit wider. You can actually sit here as well and just try to pump the legs a little bit out to the side. That's going to get probably into the groin, maybe hips for you. Again, you might feel this a little differently no matter where you're doing it. So give these a shot, guys. Like I said at the beginning of this video, wide-legged forward folds are fantastically beneficial for everybody, not just golfers, because they do hit you exactly where you need them. So give these a shot, guys. Hopefully going to get a little bit looser from the hips all the way down. Again, these wide-legged folds are going to hit you a lot of different places. They have a lot of very, very good uses to start to loosen up that body. As always, guys, if you have any questions about these, send me an email, mark@thegolfyogi.com. Always happy to help. Head out this weekend, guys. Play some great golf.